Welcome back. You're watching Win-Win Power News. Well, coming to hydro, Mr. Brahma, the country has enormous hydro potential, and it could be the right choice for accelerated power development. But the pace of progress in hydro is not up to the mark. We have Electricity Act 2003, Hydro Policy 2008, 50,000 megawatt initiative. These are some of the major policy reforms brought for hydropower development in the country. According to you, what are the major bottlenecks and challenges this particular sector is facing, and how is the government planning to address these issues?
We have a capacity of 1,50,000 megawatt, and so far we have done almost about 38,000 megawatt. So still huge balance is there. As against 1.5 lakh megawatt, we have done only about 38,000 megawatt. Almost you can say another 1,20,000 megawatt is still available available for development. But Juhi, one point you must bear in the mind: most of these hydropower stations are located mostly in the northeast and north. I can talk about our Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim. Basically, two major issues. One is that the hydropower, to development of hydropower takes longer period. You can put up a thermal power station of 1,000 megawatt, 2,000 megawatt within a period of say 38 months or 40 months, outer limit. Whereas your this hydro takes minimum, some of the best best case scenario, they'll take between say 5 to 6 years. So that is a major problem. And secondly, most of these located in a very remote and very inaccessible area like Arunachal Pradesh. Those we have got now. Government of Arunachal Pradesh has identified 107 projects, and this 107 project has been allocated to various people, including private, government, our own NSPC also, and NEPCO also. But now the issue would be lots of R&R, rehab, relief and rehabilitation issues. Then there's environmental issues, submergence issues. There are really major problems. And secondly, the infrastructure required to approach those project sites is quite a tough job. Now since to make it more attractive, now in our hydropower policy of 2008, you know that the prospective developer can sell out of the 100 units, 40 units on open market. So whereas in thermal power stations, you have to sell in the grid, 85% of the power has to be sold in the grid, while remaining 15% you can sell anywhere in the market. Whereas in the hydropower, to make it more attractive, more effective, economical, Government of India has allowed 40% sell open. So you have to sell 60% with the PPA type, baki 40% you can sell open market. So there's lots of attraction now. In fact, now there is lots of interest in the hydropower station. I'm sure now with that, lots of demand is there already. I can tell you now in Sikkim, we have lots of schemes have been allocated. They are being under execution. I'm sure even the Arunachal also will be of that shape, maybe another 1 to 2 years time.
Now coming to gas-based plants, do you think gas-based plants could be the right solution for quicker capacity addition due to short gestation period? But if we look at the data, at present India has gas-based capacity of around 15,000 megawatt, which operates at average PLF of 46%, and more than 37 applications of around 35,000 megawatt are in queue. Do you feel the present gas availability in KG basin would meet the requirement of gas supply in near future?
Globally, if you look at all over the world, gas is the most easiest, fastest way to develop the capacity. Now, if you are supposed to add 78,000, now I'm planning to add only say 65 to 68,000 megawatt. If you allowed me say 10, 20 or million standard cubic meters of gas to me, I can put up this machine next 22 months. So you can have a 1,000 megawatt, 2,000 megawatt power station exactly in less than 24 months. Suppose if you say today that I'll give you gas by 2012 March or February, I can start the erection of the machine next 2 months time, because by the time your foundation civil works are ready, machines will come in next 6 months because they are all available. Issue of the fuel supply is rightly you have asked me, because the point is that we should have a policy that government, I am sure government is going to have already we have a policy, and once the EGOM is appointed by the government, our government, then I think once the EGOM take a decision who should be given gas, who should not be given, then if the decision is taken quickly, we can add. Capacity is not a problem. We can add 30,000 megawatt in maybe next 2 years time.
Another problem that I'd like to discuss with you is the shortage of coal supply, which is one of the main problems that Indian power sector is facing today. Do you feel that as long as coal sector remains public monopoly, it could remain a bottleneck for accelerated power development?
The major problem that we will face in 12 plan would be those projects which are based on the power, coal. Will be facing a major problem in the 12 plan. I mean, those the schemes, the machines that are being erected or the projects that are being implemented 11 plan, they have all the linkages. So I don't visualize any problem for those projects which are being under commission during the 11 plan. But definitely those the coal-based power plant in 12 plan, they'll have a major problem unless our counterpart, the Ministry of Coal, they also perform, because we are growing at 9%. Ministry of Power, power sector is growing at 9% or a plus 7%. But if the coal sector doesn't also grow at the same level, if not double or more equal, at least they must come up. They must really step up their capacity, so that if there's any small gap of 10%, 5%, we can always neutralize by importation. But importation have lots of problems. So therefore, even the imported coal also we cannot use it all the time, because fully we cannot use it, because it has to be blended with the local coal. So unless there is a local coal, the problem will be there for us. So there is no point in capacity addition by the Ministry of Power or our power sector, unless there is a 100% full support by the Ministry of Coal. So there is going to be so therefore we are going as a team now, we are working together, but definitely there is a need for stepping up the coal production by our coal fields.
It's time to go on another short break, and on the other side we'll talk about few more issues related to power sector. Stay tuned.